Hey, Kimmy. All right. I'm just cleaning up my trash a little bit before I move on. Okay. I'm really excited. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. So I got one hand done so far. I'm going to do the other hand so you guys can see my process. Bum, ba, da, bum. Okay. Here we go. So, hi Dorian. Okay. So this, hi Kayla. So this is my first time ever doing a French manicure with Color Street. And I don't know why I've been so intimidated by trying the French mani sets, or just making my own French sets, because, you guys, I did this so fast and it was like so easy. I can't even believe how easy it was. And I've been always like worried that what if I don't do the French tips just right and it's going to look bad. But you guys, like, I actually made a lot of mistakes with this and I think it still turned out great. Like, I'm the only one that's going to notice the mistakes. And honestly, with the glitter overlay over the top, I can't even hardly see my mistakes anymore. Like one edge, I didn't quite get the curve as far as I wanted on the pink part, but like, you guys, I love it. And Color Street lets you just show your style. So I just love that so much. Okay, so I'm going to do my other hand for you guys. My one little lonely short nail. He's doing okay. She's doing okay. I just didn't want to cut the rest of my nails down. But actually, this nail, I don't know if you watched me last week, but I did nail repair kit on this thumbnail. Because it broke, and I used the Orly nail repair kit, and it's been doing really well. Let me get that out of the way until I'm ready for it. But anyways, and so my nail was broke. It's like broken right there. You probably can't really see. But yeah, so I repaired it and then took my polish off and took off that layer of nail repair stuff and did another layer of it. And I'm basically just gonna keep doing that until my nail gets long enough to where I can kind of like cut it. But it's really awesome stuff. If you have long nails, the Orly nail repair kit is totally awesome. Hey, Denny. Hey, Brittany. So I was just showing, I got one hand done so far. I'm going to do the other hand for you guys. I'm a big fan. I don't know why I've waited so long to do French tips with Color Street. I think I was severely intimidated, right? Like, I thought it was going to be way harder than it is. It's like actually super easy, you guys, and it went so fast. Okay. So, first off, I got a 5/8 hole puncher. And if you don't remember that, message me if you want, because the other day I put in a link to Amazon for, I got this one, and then it came with these other two, also a heart and a star. So I figured I can like use these in the future. But anyways, so that's what I'm using to make the French tips. I'm like honestly blown away right now. I hadn't done French tips yet. It's literally so easy, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to flip my camera around and show you the process. So I'm using our hot pink, which is called Shockwave. And then the blue, I hate to tell you, is retired. If you missed out on that, I'm sorry. But that is called Most Definitely. This was one of our limited editions. But you could replace it with Sugar High if you wanted to, or even like Glitter Sweet you could use. So what I did, and I had to kind of play around with how far in to put the strip and punch it for where I wanted. And I tested it out first, actually, with an accent nail pack. And then as I went, I realized I wanted it a little less than I had been doing. So I would recommend punching off a little less than you think you're going to need, because you can always like put it back in there and punch a little more off. But right about here, like the halfway point, is I think where I figured out I like it. Oh, maybe a little bit more. Actually, let me just see since, yeah, actually that's good for my pinky. Okay, so I clip it off with the protective layer, this little clear sleeve still on, and then I take that off. And then, and this is basically what the French mani sets look like, by the way. They have like this curved side like that. So it kind of really emulates the same thing. So, let me make sure I'm putting this back on. I'm going to actually still do the anchor method because then it won't stick to my finger as much. But, so anyways, once I was like doing this and I had cut them all and I did my whole left hand, I realized like I could have been trimming on both sides and using like half as many strips. But, you know, my nails are long and I'm so used to only being able to use one strip per nail. And I just didn't even think of it till I was like almost done. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just line it up to where I want it. I'm going to go a little bit beyond the white part. And I'm actually going to kind of use my other nail here to kind of tap it once it's where I want it. And then let me just pull this off. And then I'm going to just pull these to the edges where I want it. And make sure it's nice and flat. And just like I would normally do, I'm just tucking it all the way under. Just like so. And I'm just gonna, just like normal, I'm gonna tuck it under and I'm gonna leave this excess stuff just kind of hanging out there while I do my others. And like, don't worry that it has to be perfect, because honestly, like, especially if you're using a glitter overlay or whatever, nobody is going to notice that it's not perfect. So don't stress out that feeling like you need to have it be perfect, because it's going to look great. Okay, so I'm just going to continue on doing the others. Let me make sure I got it straight. Okay. Thank you, Sandra. Okay. So, you guys, I cannot believe I've waited so long to do this. And now I'm like so pumped to do it again, like with so many other colors, because it's actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. And I was really intimidated by the French sets, I'll be honest. Like, who else isn't intimidated by the French sets? Like, come on. I know I can't be the only one. And you know, if you don't get it lined up just right, just take it off carefully. Just kind of, I like to press through the middle first, so then I can kind of tug and pull it to the edge to get it all the way to the edge. Okay. And tuck under, just like so. Hi, Amy. Okay. And I'm just tucking that under. You guys know I like to, oh, this is still sticking. I like to tuck it under. I think it just really lasts better like around the edges of your nails. Like if you've ever done Color Street and then, oh man, I forgot to clip it. If you've ever done Color Street and like you end up with the naked tips, definitely I recommend the whole like wrapping it around the edge of your nail. Oops. Let me make sure that's lined up. It's kind of, you got to make sure the front, how I'm trying to see that it's even is like that it's kind of in line with this, if that makes sense, so that it's not crooked. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. Oh, I didn't go far enough. Okay. Thank you, Amy. I'm a big fan right now. I can't even believe that I've waited so long to try a French tip. Like before Color Street, if I ever went and got my nails done, I only ever really did French sets, French manicures. Okay, hold on now. This one, I did not get just right. So, but I'm kind of surprised I waited so long. But there's just so many fun sets to use with Color Street, and it's really like opened up, you know, like I just wear so many new things that I would have never worn before Color Street. Like, I would have never in a million years would I have worn glitters. Okay. And yeah, so I could totally be using both sides. I could be clipping off both sides and using literally half as much. But like I said, I didn't really think about that till I already had done one hand. So, oh well. Yay! Hey girl, hey Lynette. I'm doing my French tips. Okay. Oh, that's like crooked. I'm like trying to look through my phone camera, and that sometimes is difficult. Okay, that's a little better. But look, like, it's not perfect. And guess what, guys? Guess who's gonna notice? Nobody. Nobody. They're just gonna be dazzled by the beautiful hot pink tips. This one I'm gonna put a little bit lower since this nail is like short. So I'm just gonna go a little lower on this one. I probably could have gone lower on all of them. So I'm starting to get a little wrinkle there, right? So I just kind of like lift and fold back down. If you get wrinkles, that's all you gotta do. Just give it a little lift and fold it back down. Okay. All right, so that's what I got so far. And then I'm just going to go right over the top with my glitter overlay. I think doing something like this would be really fun to do with like Coming Up Rose Gold. I was thinking, but like, what would I put underneath it? What would be the base color? Maybe like a red? Okay, and then I'm just gonna do the glitter strips just like I normally would. If I get a little wrinkle, I'm gonna lift it carefully, fold it back down. And pick, kind of scrape away anything that's along the edges or on the skin. Oh, no problem. Yeah, Lynette, it's the 5/8. And especially with my second layer, I'm really going to like leave that on and let that sit wrapped around the tip of my nail. And I mean, I'm sure that I'll perfect this like next time I do it. But honestly, I'm like really happy with how it's turning out. And it's not perfect by any means. But I'm really loving it. I can't wait to hold it up for you guys, because you know how you always get a totally different view when you get to like hold it up than just looking at it straight from the top. I think it looks so gorgeous. I can't wait to show you. But yeah, actually it's gone. I thought it would take longer. I thought it would be harder. I'm really happy. It's not even taking any longer than I think like a normal mani does. Bum, ba, da, bum. Okay. The pink is Shockwave, our neon. And yeah, the glitter is most definitely, but I was saying like if you didn't get to get any most definitely before it sold out, you could totally do this with Sugar High. I thought about doing it with Sugar High actually. But you guys know I love blue, and I've been dying to wear most definitely again. So I decided to stick with this, even though I felt like I should have been a little more creative or like unique, because I totally stole this idea from from somebody else. This combo was not my idea. You guys saw the picture probably that I had posted, but I like fell in love with this combo. I love it. Yes, Sugar High is gorgeous. That's our best seller from the Mint 1 sets, and I'm not even surprised. Not even one bit surprised. So pretty. So fun. I even thought, because you guys, I've been hoarding all the glitter overlays, like every one that we've come out with. I still have a couple. Well, I have one of Champagne Sugar. I think that one is actually one of my faves, though. Actually more than this one. Just because it's like so versatile. And then I think I have one of the Candied Lavender still. I've been hiding them, you guys. Okay. So after I have it all folded under like this, it's important to not just like pull it straight off, because otherwise it's going to stretch at the tip and it's going to make it really thin at the tip. And then as it finishes curing, you're going to end up with naked tips. So what I do is I kind of like work my nail down in there so that it's, when I'm pinching it off so it's still got some stuff wrapped around the edge of my nail here, right? Just tuck those goobers in, and I'm going to leave those goobers at first, and then I'm going to like file them all off after like 20 minutes or so. But really push it in against the nail and then pinch it in like as far down. I'm like pinching it as far down as I can. So the more you can kind of have wrapped around that edge, actually the better. Having a little bit wrapped all around all sides like that is the best. That's kind of what you want to achieve. And I think it takes a little bit of practice, like kind of getting that. But if you can achieve that, you're going to end up with the best results. So you don't end up with like naked tips. Okay. But definitely whatever you do, don't just like stretch it and pull it straight down. Okay. Let's take a look so far. Bum, ba, da, bum. You guys, I don't know about you, but I love it. I love it a lot. You could totally tame it down. You could totally do something more tame. But you know, I like to go wild. I love it so much. Let me try to get the lighting a little better. There. Yeah. Is that gorgeous? You guys, I'm so in love with it. Ah! Oh my gosh. I like... This is what I love about Color Street, you guys. Like, I'm continually, like, falling in love like it's the first time every time. Oh, my gosh. Okay, I had to hold them up for you guys really quick because I was just so excited. Okay, I'm going to do my thumbs now. I'm going to do my thumbs. Okay, so who else is going to be brave and try this out? Maybe, like, not these same colors, but who else wants to try out a French mani set? Like, make your own tips. Or even just the plain old, like, sets that come as a French mani set. Who's going to try it now after watching me? It's not as hard as you thought it was, is it? Yes. Lynette, I posted the link for this in that post I made the other day. But if you need the Amazon link, just let me know. And you can kind of like pull the tip how you want it to lay too, you know. I'm not sure how this nail is going to turn out because I have that nail rescue stuff on it and it's not actually totally smooth. I couldn't get it totally smooth. But I bet, again, I'm probably going to be the only one that notices. Hi, Donna. Turn the puncher upside down so you can see where it cuts. Oh my gosh. I didn't even think of that. Let me empty it. Because it does have this little see-through. Oh my gosh, Lynette, you're so smart. Let's see if you can see it. Oh, you can from the bottom. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was just like doing it. I don't know, man. I never did this before. I didn't even watch a video or anything of anybody. I just was like, I think I know what I'm doing. Okay. So this one, like, I kind of got crooked, and it's okay because I can, as I lay it on there, I can lay it so it's not crooked. You see? Whoop. Oh, that's what I get for trying to rush. I almost got a little wrinkle there. I love the hot pink. I am so glad that this is what I'm doing because I had been trying to think of how else I wanted to wear hot pink. But you know, when you've worn a color already, it's like you can't just do the same exact thing. You got to change it up somehow. Well, at least me. I like to change it up. Okay. I'm a big fan of the hot pink tips. What would you guys do? Like, what combos are coming to your mind? Hi, Alicia. Oh, okay. How come you never tried it, Lynette? Oh, you don't have the puncher, I bet, yet, huh? Get a puncher, girl. I got all 3 of those craft punches for like, I think it was like 12 bucks. But they're like good quality punchers, too. They're not just like some crappy punchers either. On my thumbs, I always go with the biggest strip, and I like to, what I've been doing lately is starting on one edge and then rolling it to the side so that I only have to trim off one edge instead of like trimming it around both edges, if that makes sense. And then I just like push it in really good here first before I try to perforate it. And I can tuck this under even with the cuticle pusher. And then once I've tucked, like really pushed it in there, then I can actually perforate it. These little wooden cuticle pushers are great. They're like perfect for this. Okay. And then I'm just gonna leave that tucked underneath. Just like that. All right. Actually, it's hard to do my other nail when this is tucked under. So what I'm going to do is kind of push it with this cuticle pusher so it's pushed down as much as I can get it. And then I can kind of like pinch this off. Just like that. There we go. So that way I still have some stuff tucked under there so that it'll cure how I want it. Okay, last one. Hi, Christina. You're going to have to rewatch. You missed it. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm hoping I see some French mani nail fees popping up now that you guys have watched me do it. No excuses. I've actually been wanting to do a French one for a while, and I just, you know, there's just so many amazing sets. So many amazing styles that I always want to wear. Sometimes, you guys, I think about doing a different style on each hand just so I can wear more stuff. Am I the only one? Does anybody else ever think about doing that too? Like doing a totally different mani on each hand just so you can wear more and try more styles? I feel like I still have so many more things I want to wear. Okay. There we go. All right. Bum, bada, bum. I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so me. It's bright and all colors. I love it. Even my little short nail. Even my little short nail looks okay. I just put it lower on the nails, so I don't even think like it looks that bad. Obviously, I'm going to take nail fuse with this hand though, because that one is looking fire. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Yay. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching me get out of my comfort zone and try something new with the French tips. I'm in love. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. All right. Thank you, ladies. Have a good night. I appreciate you joining in. I hope you try French tips too. Bye, girls. Oh, if you don't have a puncher, by the way, you can just use a dime. You turn the strip over on its back side, and then you can use a dime to trace a curve, and you can use scissors. I would use like these kind of scissors so that you can kind of have good control over the curve. But just so you know, you don't have to have a puncher. You can do it with scissors, or some people just do the French tips with just a straight edge. You could do it at a slant, you know, so like a slanted tip instead of curve, like a little slant, you know. So just so you know, there's other options too. Okay? I love you too, Lynette, my bestie. All right, good night, ladies. Have a good night. Oh, Dorian, you're funny. Bye, girls.